Step into the spotlight.
Hey guys, Underground Geek here, and I'm going to do a short little video here kind of telling you my thoughts on Marvel and the industry and my actions from here forward involving buying Marvel comics. I'm a very big Venom fan, if you don't already know, and I know I'm beating a dead horse, but so when March Madness come around, it kind of reawoken my love for Venom. I ended up buying like all the Venom covers and and collecting them, and didn't even really read the comics, just collected the covers because I like the art and also because Marvel's trash. But on an average in my comic book life experience, I spend probably $40 to $50 every week on comic books. I think there was even one week where I spent like $80 on comic books. So for all you pros out there call me a fake geek, you can go ahead and shove it, because I'm giving you $50 to $80 a week for you to berate me. And so yesterday I got on my online comic store. I'm not trying to plug a certain comic store, but I got on my online comic store and I started going down there, doing the paces. I went down through there and I was getting the comics that they usually buy, and then I was also buying or clicking on all the Venomized covers, just getting every one of them, and then I was getting Venomverse and all of those because I've been very, very much into the Venomized villains now, and so, or Venomized variants they're calling it. And so as I'm going down there clicking, something just hit me. I'm looking at my cart and I'm looking at all the money and the subtotal, and I'm thinking, why? Why am I doing this? Marvel doesn't want my business. Why am I buying their things and getting into this gimmick that they're doing? So then I go to buy my comics and the PayPal feature isn't working on the website. It's done this to me before. So I go back in there. I had to reselect all the same comics again. And I go to purchase them, and I don't choose, I take like one or two of them off that I got last time. So thanks to their PayPal not working right, they're getting even less of my business. So I try to do it again, and it knocks me out of it again. At this point, I'm getting mad because I spent like 15 minutes now trying to do this, and I'm technically a millennial, so I don't care to wait for anything. I need stuff right now. So I go in there to do it again, and I'm just thinking, why? Why am I doing this? So then I go through and I deselect any covers that I'm not going to actually read. I end up going from like $50 to like $38 when it was all said and done. And I even went in there and bought some more DC covers that I wasn't going to buy before, because I like to support good comics. So if I'm already reading it, I'm going to support them. I ended up doing that, and it ended up saving me some money. And so what I'm trying to say is, from this moment forward, I'm not going to buy into any of these gimmicks that they're doing. The next thing that they're doing is the Phoenix stuff, and everybody's going to be a Phoenix. And when everyone's a Phoenix, no one is. But so I'm not going to buy into it. I'm not going to buy all of these gimmicky comics. I'm not going to buy these dumb Marvel series that aren't doing well, and I encourage you not to either. I can't tell you what to do, but I encourage you not to buy into these gimmicky covers, and if it's not a good comic, don't buy it for the cover. I mean, I understand, but it's silly. Just don't do it. Save your money and go buy a good comic that's actually got people that are good at their job and were hired on merit, and buy their comics. You know what I mean? So on the Marvel side, I'm going to keep buying Cable. I'm going to keep buying Thanos. I'm going to keep buying Old Man Logan and some of these other titles. But I'm also going to buy Action Comics, Detective Comics, Batman, Superman, Nightwing, Super Sons, things like this, Metal, because they're actually good. They have consistently good stories every comic. Detective Comics, the writer for it, lately got on Twitter and had a mental breakdown. But he's obviously pretty good at his job because he's had it for years and years now. Longer than Dan Slott has had Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll see how that goes. If he keeps being a crazy doofus, I may end up just letting that title go. But we'll just see how it goes. I try not to judge people based on their beliefs, but if you're constantly calling the customer base jerks online, that kind of makes me not buy your product. Like, take some of the stuff that they're saying and take their name out and put Walmart, Ford, McDonald's, something like that in their place, and then see how you feel about what they said. The customer is not right. The customer is this, customer is that, blah, blah. You don't deserve my time. You would say, looks like I'm not going to be going to Walmart this week. Going to save some money. So think about that the next time you go to the comic book store. Now, I don't have that problem at my comic book store because I literally go in there and they have maybe 10 comics. Maybe 10 new comics every week because they just don't order the bad comics anymore. They look at what people want and they have to, like Diversion in Comics says, they have to pinpoint precision order comics now. So if they're buying like Gwenpool or something, they're only buying it for me. They're only buying Gwenpool for me. So they maybe have 2 copies. Or if they're doing Marvel Legacy, which they don't even buy into that, but if they were to buy into it, they may get 2 copies. It's crazy that they have to do this kind of stuff, but it's because the comics just aren't good. So anyway, that's just my thought. That's what I'm going to do from this point forward. I'm not going to buy into the gimmicks. I did get the Venomverse covers just because I'm already reading Venomverse and I like that. And if there's any Venomized covers of the comics I'm already reading, I'll just get those because they're not any extra. But I will not go out of my way to spend money on something that's not good. Okay, to me it's just dumb. It hit me like a brick, and I'm just not going to do it anymore. Okay, so that's my thoughts. Tell me what you think in the comments. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up button for notifications, and just have a great day, guys. Underground Geek out.